The fabrics I received were definitely a surprise. First off, color choice. It was, I typically am bright and bold and whimsical, and these reminded me of funeral curtains. I really sat with that for a while because I had so many ideas of design and structure and how I wanted to make garments, and then that almost immediately threw me off because I really had to think, okay, how am I going to break up this really large swath of fabric that isn't exactly exciting? But the fabric choice itself is something I'm comfortable working with, and I had no doubt I could turn it into something really cool. Which fabric did I like the best is a tricky answer because the material choice, I like call it the funeral curtains, the best, and there's the largest portion of them. It's about double the amount of that floral pattern to the black, but the black is easiest to, I think, most forgiving to work with and kind of have as the base element of a garment, but I have less black than I do floral. I was unable to come up with an idea immediately. It definitely took me about, I would say less than a week though. I'd say within 3 or 4 days I was able. So the very first thing I noticed when I undid my garment undid my fabric at home was the selvage edge was gorgeous. And I kind of just jumped right in and truly made a couple of cuts without necessarily a plan in mind. I don't like this fabric a ton and I need to break it up. How about I sew it into strips and weave it? So I started weaving this garment, and it made this very cool checkerboard pattern, and weaves are so fun to play with anyway. And then from there, that kind of crafted the top. I didn't know, as far as putting the entire garment together or the whole look together, I wasn't sure yet whether I was gonna do pants, skirts, and so I really just kind of did this iterative process. The inspiration behind my design is, I guess, a culmination of kind of who I am as a person. The core of who I am is someone that knows that I can make anything work. I thought I was going to come across maybe like one half of a zipper, a little bit more scrappy, like it was an old leather jacket that had been torn apart, so it was interesting shapes already. And what surprised me was I got 2 perfect pieces of material that were very large, very workable. But I was, I guess, anticipating a little bit more of a game of Tetris. I have been sewing for over 25 years. Just knowing the textile waste and the industry waste is absurd. And looking around and just seeing stuff in piles everywhere, whether it's Goodwill, the bins, on the roadside. I mean, there is just so much textile waste that it is just wrong to not use it. So I've upcycled parasols into bright, colorful jackets. I'm always trying to just dig in and make creative uses out of what already exists on this planet.